Welcome one, welcome all to another episode of the Gaming Kitchen. This is going to be a much needed video, much needed commentary piece in the ongoing continuum saga of, I would say, if you really care about the bigger picture, if you must, okay? And I want to get this out and I want to talk about this game as a whole. I want to talk about things it does right, things it does wrong. This is going to be a quick video. Let's just bring this baby down here so people can understand what I'm talking about. Here we go. Check 1 2, check 1 2. So here's the thing.
Here comes the kick.
Here's what I want to talk about. If you guys are not new to this is Maximum Football. This is its interface. It looks kind of Madden-esque, which is something that's good. Now, if you're looking here, what you are looking at is a customized college football team. I think Maximum Football is broken up into two, where it's the college football and then it's professional football. And I think the professional one is supposed to come out later on. So one of the things in which they do here, which is different from Madden and all this type of stuff, is your dynasty comes with about 2 tokens or so. And obviously I don't have any max tickets because I already spent mine. But that's what I find out to be a problem in this, is that this a lot of stuff here. Yeah, so that's it. Maximum franchise, maximum dynasty. One's, I believe, like an NFL type of mode. The other one is like a college one. So, okay. So this is a game in which they're putting the playing together while it is in the air. So it's going to be something that is going to be added on as time goes on and all this type of stuff. And of course, you can't go anywhere nowadays in sports games without its, cards and stuff. So this right here is microtransactions. It costs money. I'm not doing that, as people know. But the main purpose of this video, as to which I would like to go in the direction of, is to explain the fact of where your Madden criticizers and your biggest staunch critiques and your anti-EA people will not go to, is something that I talked about a long time ago with All Pro Football 2K8 and all this stuff. And my philosophy was, if you really hate Madden, if you really despise the direction in which Madden is going, then you would cling yourself to where Madden is not. Meaning that if Backbreaker came out, Backbreaker should have been supported more than Madden. It wasn't. All Pro Football 2K8 should have been supported more than Madden. It wasn't. So you have these people who come online, who come on YouTube and basically build a whole career out of criticizing Madden. And Madden does this wrong, and Madden does that wrong, and Madden does this wrong, and Madden does that wrong. And it has been that way for years. For all you young kids, young people, young adults, whatever, ages 15 to 23, okay? You guys have just started coming on board to all of this stuff. You guys were not here during the golden age of football gaming, NFL 2K series, your NFL Game Day series. You had a plethora of things to choose from that built our childhood into where we are now in adulthood. I am afraid to say those days are gone. So now what you have is you have a bunch of independent creators who are coming out and are starting to create football games, be it without the NFL license, be it without the NFL Players Association, be it without the NCAA. Now that you have NCAA Football 26 coming out and Madden 26 coming out. I'm not telling people where to go and what to do. But I will say this, as people notice the University of Maryland throwbacks right there. I'll be making a separate video telling people how to do their customs if you must. But I wanted to make this quick video to say that whoever you guys follow out here, be careful who you follow, because every single person on YouTube, they have an agenda. They have a paycheck they want to achieve at the end of the day. That's where they want to go. That's where their bread is buttered. You have to find out where you're stationed in all of this, in every single ounce of this ecosystem. You have to find out where you are in all of this. Okay? Am I saying maximum football is, on par with the technology used in Madden or so? No. But judging by these people, the technology used in Madden is primitive. These people have hundreds of thousands of followers and subscribers who will sit up there every single day and focus on a game they don't like. Or so they say. They actually obsess about it, which is why they continually talk about it. But they don't talk about maximum football. They don't talk about the customization of maximum football. They don't go and buy the season pass for maximum football. They don't go and buy the memberships for maximum football. How are you going to complain about a lack of competition on one side of the field, and then on the other side of the field, when you actually have a given chance to join the competition and make something better out of it, you don't do it? And of course, people sit up there and say, well, maximum football is good for free, it's fun, but it sucks. It's not as good as Madden. But you spend your whole entire time talking about Madden all day and saying you're not going to buy it. So what I want to talk about here very briefly is you need to start looking at what your content creator's focus is in life. You need to start focusing on like what your content creator is going to focus on. Are they more so hell-bent on criticizing Madden for what they want, or are they going to focus on maximum football for what they could potentially get by talking to a better community? These people always ask, what do they want with every single patch? Do you want to build a game with the people that are building this thing? Fine. Invest your time into talking about maximum football. But if you're sitting up here feigning like a Stalker X, okay, trying to figure out the phone number and the address to try and make things good again, you're going to be focusing on Madden all the time. These people don't want to tell you that they low-key love Madden. They low-key obsess about Madden. They can't go without playing Madden. That's why they harp on it. That's why they make videos about it. That's why they critique it. They don't want Maximum Football League. They don't want a 2K substitute. They don't. They want Madden. And they go under the guise of accumulating all these people who hate. But they fail to realize if you spent more time trying to provide supportive content towards Maximum Football and getting that game to where it needs to be, instead of Madden, you get your competition. And you would focus on that. But that's not what these people want. These people don't want Maximum Football. They don't want to make and build up a better game. They want Madden to be the way they want it to be. And it's been that way for 20 years. 2005 has been and gone. You have grown adults with kids now who were born in 2005. It was a long time ago. I was 17 years old. Okay? Now I'm dating myself. But this is where things are at. This is what is going on right here. You have to pick up the fork in the road and you have to ask yourself this question. What am I going to focus on? Am I focusing on what is lacking somewhere else, or am I focusing on what could be? That's your question. Now, to go deeper into this before I get off this video right here, I'm not a fan, me personally, I'm old school. I believe a game should come with everything that's in it, but that's not the way things are going. If you guys ever follow my MLB The Show videos, you know that. If you follow my old stuff, you know that. We are already in it. We are already in this thing. Right here, you get your daily rewards, which kind of copies MLB The Show's type of thing with daily cards and all that stuff and little trinkets and everything. So, yeah, you got that. Um, that's fine. Let's see here. You got your now Golden Era, which does the. Actually, I'm gonna claim that. Um, which you can claim your throwback stuff and your era from the 20s and the 30s and all that type of stuff. So that's fine. It's okay. Um, Kudos on them to try and build a universe within this because this ultimately used to be NCAA football 2004. Back in the day, used to play throwback teams. Used to play with throwback classic teams. So used to play with like 1930 something Notre Dame and all that type of stuff. But as you know, they take out features and take out stuff and never put it back in. Then they wait until a whole generation has passed where people like, Bordeaux comes along and has no clue about any of this stuff that's happened. And it's not his fault. It's just what they do. Sorry, I'm checking the news talking about flooding. So, oh wow. So that's where the focus is on this stuff. This isn't, as I say, this is going to be a continuous thing in which I'm going to constantly fight with. I'm going to go the way of Dodo Bird and the dragon and all the other creatures that no longer exist. The old dinosaur, as James Bond was called in Goldeneye, because I'm not buying a season pass. But who knows? Maybe I might. Get some money, see what he does, just to pay for it. I think this is a starting up company, so this is what they're going to do. But this is your store stuff. So you have Maximum Dynasty with customization rewards, $19.99. You get your Maximum Dynasty Legend edition, so you get franchise and Maximum Dynasty for $39.99. So technically speaking, you're pretty much buying the game. You're getting the engine with the car. So that's that. You get your card packs. I don't know what this is. You can get it for free. Free item acquired. So we'll see what this is. This is for your card heads. Maximum Pro League. I think that's supposed to be like a Jared Fisher, Andre Martinez, Pro Team. So this is pretty much like your Diamond Dynasty, Mutt type of stuff that don't interest me whatsoever. If you guys know how I feel about the card heads and all that type of stuff, fine, so be it. All this stuff is microtransactions. Whether you can grind it out in the game to get to where you got to go, maybe. I don't know per se. I'm not a fan of it. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a fan of any of this stuff. I'm a fan of, if you're going to put it in the game, let me earn it, let me get it. Let me earn it, let me get it. Let me do it like that, and then I'll go my merrily way. All this other stuff, I just don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I think all this stuff should be free, if anything, but, I guess they have money to make this game. Me personally, I think what they should do, and this is my 2 cents, they should knock on the door of 2K and say, hey, 2K, listen, we got it. We got a football game. We know you guys are doing what you're trying to do. Let's link up and let's do something. Let's throw this game out here for about $39.99 and do what we got to do. But, that was one of the problems back in the day where a lot of these companies were so scared of upsetting the NFL that they didn't want to make stuff fully customizable. That's where All Pro Football 2K8 went wrong. In all honesty, that's where All Pro Football 2K8 went wrong. They didn't do a franchise, and you paid all this money for the game, and you just played a regular season mode that didn't go anywhere, that didn't do anything, and that was just it. So they shot themselves in the foot. And since then, 2K has never made another football game like that because they were busy trying to kiss up to the NFL to get the license. Didn't work anyway. You know, I'm a firm believer that if you guys are really serious about having competition, this is where things are going to go. You have to make competition to get competition. It just doesn't fall out of the sky. And, you know, so that's it. So now you got your bundles, you got your Max Playgrounds. I have no idea what this stuff is. I think these are stadiums. So toggle details. So you get your True Vision Stadium, Graham Field. I think it's like a new version of Graham Field. You get your Playmaker pack. All these spikes and shoes. They got the Adidas in here, prime pattern. So you get your pro football stuff. You get your Roughneck collection. What is that? So,
Oh, yeah.
your Roughneck collection. Currencies. This looks familiar. See what I'm talking about, folks? This looks awfully like Stubbs. Remember how that started out? But see, the one thing is now this game starts out differently because now it's being introduced in that culture. So you're already used to this right here. This is just as predictable and as common knowledge as the sun rising in the east is setting in the west. Right here. There you go. Max for football, 500 max stacks. There you go. Won't be me. Hey, guys who made Maximum Football, good job, but, you know, I'm a little too old to be a sucker for microtransactions. You know, I will do the customization in this game. I will do whatever, but I think you guys need to go back to the drawing board and think about, like, what you guys want to do in this, and as in how much you want to make people go down your rabbit hole in regards to how much money they want to spend. Because, you know, this right here, what is it, 4,650 max stacks and coins and all this type of stuff. Hey, look, bro, I get it. You know, Madden does it, NBA 2K does it, MLB The Show does it. But you guys, I don't know who y'all are. Y'all just got started. Maybe about 2-3 years when you guys get a following and you get people to like get your stuff. Yeah, I probably would see people spend money on microtransactions. But in my honest opinion, you guys are literally putting the cart before the horse. All due respect, you guys are putting the cart before the horse. This right here, all this store stuff, like all of this stuff right here, when you expect people to spend $39 of real world currency to go in here and pay for that, y'all must be crazy. Ain't nobody gonna do that, bro. Not with a game that hasn't proven itself. You guys still gotta prove yourselves. You guys should be in a position right now where y'all are trying to, like, you know, build up your brand. And season passes and all this type of stuff where, you know, you got a maximum dynasty, maximum franchise, and a free, and you get one token, which obviously people are going to be hooked to come back and play. I don't know, dude. I don't know about that. You guys need to slow your roll a little bit in that. Y'all ain't Madden. Y'all ain't NCAA. Y'all ain't MLB The Show. Y'all ain't them. And you know, I don't even do it for them, but, you know, buy a premium pass. You got to buy a premium pass for the golden era. You got to do all this stuff. Hey, look, bro. I hate to say it, y'all sound a little greedy, little greedy, needy. Little greedy needy with all this stuff right here. So I think y'all need to slow your rolls on this currency stuff, on this microtransaction stuff. Get your name up. Um, First of all, y'all need to work on the gameplay, get that gameplay tweaked. Um, Work on celebrations and stuff, trophy cases, trophy wins and stuff, because y'all are up in the air putting the plane together while it's flying. Okay, so I ain't got no problem with what y'all doing, because at least you guys are trying and you actually are like a breath of fresh air. But I don't like this whole microtransaction stuff. It's kind of icky. I ain't gonna lie to you. This right here, like $10, $5, $40. Nah, dog. Not in this economy. You know, y'all ain't got that. Y'all ain't got that name yet. You give it 2K and work that out. Okay, y'all need to work that out. But other than that, hey, it's a good start. You know, I think overall, if they work on themselves and get their game going, this could be good. This could be a healthy thing. And I think, like most of your Madden haters out here, your Madden career haters out here, your Madden career critiquers out here, could give this thing some attention, start getting it a following, see where it goes, and that's that. But as long as these guys are going to sit up here and put up this front like they want competition, and as soon as they get competition, then they dog the competition, that's it. Me personally, I'm just trying to do a little constructive criticism with this right now and see where it's all going and everything. But I don't know, dude. I think everything's good here, but I think the fact that you guys you gave one max ticket for a franchise or a dynasty when it first comes out, so it's like a pay to win type of thing. Like, I think what you guys are doing is putting people off your product, because somebody comes here and they look at how much all this stuff costs, like buy a premium pass, 1,000. So I spent $39.99 for, let's go back here real quick. I spent $39.99, damn near $40 for 4,650 max stacks. Okay, 40,000, it's 360 max stacks, and it costs just as much as the Legend Edition that you guys have with the Maximum Dynasty and the franchise. And then you come here and then you spend 1,000 on the premium pass for all this stuff. Like, no offense, but like y'all are starting to do like what these OnlyFans models are doing now, where y'all sit up here and do this premium version, VIP, and don't nobody know who y'all are. Yeah, you guys might want to slow y'all roll on that part. The gameplay, after the patch, after 1.3, you know, let's see a full scrimmage here, show y'all what's up. I did the Maryland State University Golden Stallions, because they're not real. But we're gonna do this real quick before I get out of here. Show a little bit of the gameplay, see what's going on here.
Ready, set.
Okay.
Watch yourself.
All right.
Right there. Come on.
So, the update kind of smoothed all this out. In all honesty, it kind of smoothed all this out. But it still needs work. It still needs work. What you got? You got snap, motion left, switch player, call right, normal pass, lob pass.
Run, run, run.
Um,
Here we go.
okay. And it's getting good. It's getting better. Ever since they did the whole patch update, but you know, things still feel a little wonky. They feel a little blocky. There's no like that right there. Like there's tackle stuff that's missing, tackle animations that's missing, and everything.
Push him, push him.
Okay.
Ready. Pitch, pitch. Here we go. 13. Ready.
And there's no hike button. There's none of that still. So
Here we go. 13. Ready. Check the linebacker. 94. 714. 94. 714.
I think like the whole texturing and everything looks pretty good.
Go.
You know.
Nebraska. Nebraska.
So here we go. We got a motion left right here. We got a motion left. I think I'm in practice, so I can take a little time. So we got motion left, motion right. Call audible. All right. Call audible.
Ryan. Orion.
Flip run play. You know, flip the run play. Flip run play. Hot route. Switch player. So you have no hike button. Like right now, you have no hike button. You have no pump fake. You have none of that stuff. It's literally, you don't even have a stiff arm. You can't jump. You can't do any of those things.
Pass.
So,
Pass. Get down. Get down. Come on.
okay, so we do a little scramble just to show how the animations are.
Watch your side. Watch that gap.
Okay. I just want to show this drive right here, see what we can
All right, let's cut.
get into. See, it's all cut. There's none of that middle where like a human being's gonna like cut back, fall down a little bit or something like that. There's none of that.
Right.
So you don't even have an option to like throw the ball away or anything like that. So good catch. So,
Ready.
let's see how the run play is. Can't hike.
Get down.
So this update made it a little bit better than what it did before, but you don't have a stiff arm, you don't have any of those things in which you're gonna have. If you've ever played Madden or anything like that, you're gonna have muscle memory that's gonna make you want to do that. And you got this little random stuff where they just stop. So it's a good start, but they still need a lot. They still need a lot of critique, and they still need a lot of work in regards to this game. But overall, I think they're heading in the right direction. I listed my problems as to what I have with this game. I think, me personally, like you guys, are heading into a dangerous direction with this microtransaction stuff. I think you guys should just chill out on that. Let the dynasty go with the game when you release it. Let the franchise go with the game if you release it. Start building your brand. You guys are, and also like your customization options, I think they're good for what they're worth. I would like to see some more stadium customizations. I'm a stadium creator. I would like to build college stadiums or pro stadiums that I see in the real world. And if you make a full-on customizable stadium option, I think you guys got yourselves a game and you guys can rival something. But for what it's worth right now, I think the base standard edition vehicle you guys going to get you from point A to point B, but they want you to pay for the luxury edition. And you guys haven't proven to anybody yet why they should get the luxury edition. And that's on you guys. Again, it's not my job to be a beta tester. You make the game, I play the game. That's it. That's the way it should be. So, folks, I will check you later. I just wanted to do this quick video. I am out. Peace.